There are places that never really change, only the people who return to them do. For Roy, this park was a time capsule, a quiet witness to everything left unsaid. Years had passed since he last sat on that bench, but today, something pulled him back. Maybe it was guilt, maybe hope, maybe just the weight of unfinished business. The letter in his pocket crinkled softly as he sat, unread, unopened, untouched since the day he wrote it. He thought about tossing it. He thought about walking away again. But not this time. Not today. He came to remember and maybe, to make peace. He heard the footsteps before he saw her. Familiar, steady, and somehow still comforting. Maya. She hadn't changed much, not in the ways that mattered. Time hadn't erased her presence from his memory. And now, here she was, unexpected, yet exactly where she needed to be. She didn't speak right away. She didn't have to. Their silence said enough. Years of distance collapsed into a single moment between breaths. It was just paper, ink on a page, but in Roy's hands, it felt like holding a piece of himself, one he'd been too afraid to face. That letter had been written during one of his darkest nights, when fear outweighed love, and running seemed easier than staying. He unfolded it slowly, his fingers trembling, heart pounding as if reading it out loud might shatter something delicate. The words weren't perfect, but they were honest. They spoke of fear, of regret, of the love he couldn't name at the time. And as he read, he realized it wasn't about rewriting the past. It was about owning it. When the last word left his lips, Roy didn't look up right away. Silence lingered, sharp and soft all at once. He expected anger, or maybe indifference. But instead, Maya just breathed. And in that breath was something deeper than forgiveness. It was understanding. She had lived with the same questions, the same echo of absence. But now, with the truth laid bare, neither of them had to wonder anymore. Sometimes, reconciliation doesn't come with a grand apology. Sometimes, it comes in showing up, broken and brave, and letting yourself be seen. They didn't promise forever. They didn't pretend the past never happened. But as they stood and walked together, step by quiet step, it was clear something had changed. The bench behind them held what they no longer needed to carry. The air felt lighter, not because everything was fixed, but because something had finally been released. And the old man sitting nearby, watching with a peaceful smile, seemed to understand. Healing doesn't always come in noise. Sometimes, it arrives in silence, in return, and in the courage to begin again.